Hi, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Ursa Small Indoor-Outdoor Wall Sconce. This is the 3025-01. It's also a larger one of these, the 3025-03. That's the Ursa Large. It's the same width, but it's just a little longer. The smaller one's coming in almost at 2 feet, and the larger one's coming in about 28 inches. So check them out both, watch those videos. Let's get into the size of the fixture itself. 23.6 inches overall height, 9.5 inches in width, and then coming out from the wall, which is also called the projection, that's coming out at 3.7 inches. And anything below 4 inches is considered ADA compliant, and that's Americans with Disabilities Act that says that a sconce can only come out from the wall up to 4 inches, which allows you to use this in applications like hotels, resorts, restaurants, all those kind of places. But for homeowners, it's going to be really good too, because you can use this in hallways and stairways and get by it really easy. It's very flush to the wall. Let's talk about the whole design of the fixture. It's beautiful LED housing at the top. It's going to be shooting a lot of light down into that big thick piece of glass with air bubbles in it. The light hits those air bubbles and reflects and refracts all over the place. It looks almost like air coming up through water. It's really beautiful. So you should check it out in person if you guys ever get a chance. That piece of glass is 5.2 by 17.62, just in case you guys wanted to know. It's 12.8 pounds. It's very light. It's made out of aluminum, and you might want to know that too. Let's get into a little bit more information. So the mounting height, 21.1 inches from the bottom of the fixture to the middle of the electrical outlet box, means this is a top mount. And I want to show you more information. To do that, we're going to look at the installations instructions really fast. So if you're on the page for this on Handmade in Vermont, look over on that side of the screen. Midway down, you're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations, instructions, PDF. So open that out for me. It's going to show you a full parts kit, all the pieces that go together, which is very simple. But it's also going to show you detailed drawings of the back of it and how it goes on your 4-inch junction box. The back plate on this is 4.9 by 4.9, just goes over a standard J box and you're good to go. Okay, let's talk about a couple other things. The light coming out of this is going to be pretty substantial. This is going to be 250 lumens of light coming from those housing, those dedicated LEDs. It's 11 watts, so it's just using your regular line voltage. Light's going to cascade, like I said, through that glass, hit those air bubbles and bounce out. It's also going to put a nice pool of light on the ground. It's going to wash the wall going down, and you're really good to go with that. And you can use this, like I said, inside or outside. This looks great, like at the end of a hallway as a focal point, but also would look great flanking the walls of a fireplace, putting it on a porch. You can put it outside because it is an outdoor fixture technically, so you can put it on a deck, on a screened-in porch, around a swimming pool, places like that. And if you're hanging out with your friends late into the evening, you can turn this down. This is dimmable, so just put it on a dimmer if you want to do that. The color of the light coming out of it is also something that I talk about in every video. It's 3000 Kelvin. That's considered warm white, soft white, and that's that nice warmth of an incandescent bulb we all grew up with. Hubbardton Forge only uses aircraft-grade aluminum to make their outdoor fixtures. Aluminum holds up the best in incredibly harsh environments. When you're out and you look up in the sky and you see all those jet airliners running around up there, those are all made out of aluminum for a reason. And part of that reason is it holds up great, like I said. It also forges beautifully. It holds finish beautifully. It doesn't rust. Remember that. It's very important. And they're virtually indestructible when they're all finished. So how Hubbardton does it is they take the fixture itself, they're going to wire it up at the top, they're going to put a wire at the bottom, they're going to send a current of electricity that's going to go through this fixture, making it positive, and they put it into a spray booth with a picture of the woman next to me. You can see she's spraying finish around it, and because it's positive, it's going to adhere to every nook, every cranny, the top, the bottom, the whole thing. After that, they're going to take this and they're going to move it into an oven. That oven is going to melt all of that down and create a very hard shell. So it makes it, again, virtually indestructible. So they've also tested these things in these wind chambers. So they take the fixture, all covered in that epoxy powder coat. It's going to go into that chamber. They're going to shoot salty seawater at it at high velocity for hours and hours and hours, just like you were at the beach and you have like a hurricane coming in, which to me is going to be pretty much the worst environment you're going to run into. So after they tested these and found out that they hold up incredibly well, Hubbardton Forge offers basically the best warranty in the lighting industry. And you can see that on the page for this. So if you scroll down a little bit, there's a link, and click on that and it'll show you the entire warranty and how it all works. Okay, showroom. Our showroom in Vermont has over 400 Hubbardton Forge fixtures. This is the biggest showroom in the world at Hubbardton Forge. No other showroom is like this. Hubbardton Forge doesn't even have their own showroom. They use this one. What's on display? We have a great tab on that. And those same red tabs, you're going to see a what's on display page. So open that up. It's going to show you everything we have on display, and including which finish, which shade, all of those things, and what kind of glass it's on there. We're open every day except Sunday, 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We also have an amazing clearance center. Clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's returns, discontinued stuff, showroom samples. You have to come here to use it. Can't call us or email us about it, but it's definitely worth coming in to look at if you're in Vermont. Plus you want to use the showroom anyway because there's just so much great stuff here to see. Our number in Vermont, 802-446-2400. You can email us 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Love to answer emails, and it's sales@HandmadeInVermont.com. So when you order from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is going to be free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. No tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. And we're the only dealer with 90-day returns, no restocking fee. Nobody else does that. Some larger items are going to be non-returnable. It's going to be really important that you are looking at the fixture on that page and kind of scroll down under the description. It'll tell you if that is the case. And that's usually for really big, giant, huge fixtures, mostly that go out on pallets. Okay, that's it. Rush program. Let's talk about that. So rush program, Hubbardton Forge generally takes about 3 to 4 weeks to go out the door. That's production time before your transit time. You always have to add that on too. We offer a rush program that takes you from that 3 to 4 weeks down to a little under 2 weeks. It's a very small addition per line item. So if you have like 1, 2, 3 items, like let's say 3 or 4 outdoor sconces, and they're all the same size and they're all the same finish, that's one line item. So it's very inexpensive to rush those kind of things. Don't be afraid to email us and ask about that. Okay, so that's really it. If you guys have any other questions, let us know. We would love to see you in our showroom sometime. And thanks for stopping in.